What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Game Day with Trey. Of course, this is your host, Trey. And today we're going to talk about the NBA playoff round 2, game 3 matchup between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. All right, so this game will be played 7 p.m. East Coast time. The line did open up at over under 224. Indiana minus 6.5 has since moved to over under 223. Indiana minus 7. All right, so now let's just talk about what's just happened in this last matchup, man. First and foremost, the Knicks have won 3 straight playoff games and have a chance to take a commanding 3-0 series lead. The Knicks are 2-1 straight up on the road in these playoffs. Knicks are averaging 112.6 points on 46.8% shooting and allowing 110.9 points on 46.4% shooting. Of course, we all know Jalen Brunson on fire. He averaging 35.6 points per game and 4.4 rebounds, while Josh Hart, he also on fire too. He averaging 18 points and 12.8 rebounds per game, you guys. You talk about the Pacers. The Pacers have lost 3 of their last 4 playoff games and need a win just to honestly get some confidence, because at the end of the day, the Knicks have stolen their heart after every game. At the end of each game, the Knicks played, Knicks really ripped their heart out like on some Indiana Jones type stuff, man. I don't even know what to say about the Pacers right now. Now, could you say some of this has to do with refs, man? Maybe if you want to blame things on refs. You know what I mean? But they shouldn't even been in that situation. Okay, it's dumb shot taking, horrible coaching, all that type of stuff. Same thing that happened with the Celtics last night, man. The Celtics last night did, like, Joe Mazzulla deserves to be taken out back, all right, and put down. Okay, when it comes to his coaching ability, man, and you know, maybe it's not him. Maybe it is the Jason Tatum and things like that. But I digress. Let's talk about what we're talking about right now. Okay. Like I said, the Pacers are 3-0 straight up at home these playoffs. The Pacers are averaging 114.5 points on 48.9% shooting and allowing 114 points on 49.3% shooting. Pascal Siakam's averaging 20.9 points and 8.5 rebounds, while Miles Turner's averaging 18 points and 6.5 rebounds per game. You know, Tyrese Halliburton is that third double-digit scorer on the actual team, man. Now, they've been struggling, okay, but all that could change with this next thing I'm about to talk to y'all about, which is the injury report. Injury report for this game has Jalen Brunson questionable, battling right foot soreness, and it remains to be seen if he'll be in the lineup for game 3. OG, he's out, all right? He's dealing with left hamstring soreness, and he won't face the Pacers in game 3. Mitchell Robinson, he's out. He's going to miss the remainder of the season, most likely, recovering from his stress injury to his left ankle. Bogdanovich, out. He's going to miss the rest of 2023-24. And we all know Julius Randle, out. He's going to miss. I mean, he had shoulder surgery. All right. Now, as far as Indiana's concerned, you know, Halliburton is still questionable, dealing with the lower back spasms. And we all know it's unclear if he's going to play, but I'm going to tell you, he's going to play. All right. Like, it's the playoffs. That's what he's here for. And that's what this young man's going to do. He's going to come play. Win, lose, or draw, he's going to show up out there and try to give it his all. All right? Even if he's not putting up the best numbers. Now, in the last meeting the other day, the Pacers lost 121-130 in New York. Jalen Brunson did what he always does. He's followed up his 43-point performance in New York's 121-117 victory in the series opener, and came back and put up 29 points. Okay, on Wednesday. Tom Thibodeau says the mental toughness piece is so important to get through things, to be at your best when your best is needed, even when you may not be feeling your best. That's who Jalen is. He's a great leader. And we all know Brunson exited late in the first quarter of game 2 due to his injury, before returning back to the floor to test the foot at halftime. That actually did seem to bring a spark to the Knicks. And I'm not going to lie, while he was out, OG Anunoby was carrying him. He was hitting threes. He was playing defense. It was all OG all day. And that's why it's so concerning for OG to not be in this game, because with OG on the court this season, the Knicks are like 28-4 or something like that, man. All right? But without him, there's a completely different team. All right, and that has a lot to do with the defense that he plays. But they went an extensive part of the season without him, so man, it is something still, something you could still be interested in, man. All right, so we all know Brunson's averaging 35.6 points per game in the postseason, like I told y'all before. But with OG having sustained the hamstring injury in the third quarter, and we all know he ain't coming back right now. Maybe in a couple games, but he ain't coming back today. All right, and he's supposed to not be coming back on Sunday either. All right, so these types of things give small market teams a shot, like Indiana. Okay, not taking a shot at them, but it's the truth. Okay, and I believe they deserve a fair shot. And guess who agrees with me? Carlisle, the coach for the Pacers. All right, now TJ McConnell praised the fire shown by Carlisle, but notice he isn't interested in pointing the finger at the officials. Which, like I said, you could point some fingers at some officials on some things. You know, I mean, Carlisle did get kicked out the game, which was crazy. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, a ref can do what a ref won't do. All right. Now, we talking about how these two teams have matched up the last 10 times and they played each other in just this season, right? So this season, they played each other 5 times. Out of 5 times, the Pacers have won twice. Okay? The Knicks really just run it right now, man. But the Pacers have covered 3 of the 5 times they had played, and it has gone over 3 out of the 5 times they played this season. Now, that trend leans strongly to what's been going on in the actual 10. Whether you look at it in the season or in the last 10. The Knicks are 7-3 in the last 10, 6-4 against the spread, it's 6 to the over, 4 to the under. And like I said, in the last 5, which are so far this season, it's 3 to the over, 2 to the under. Three wins against the spread for Indiana versus 2, and for the Knicks. And the Knicks straight up just run them 3-2 as well, man. Okay, now as they played so far this year, the lowest amount of points scored by the Indiana Pacers has been 105 points. And the lowest that's been scored by the Knicks has been 109. And that number goes all the way back to December 22nd of 2018 as well, guys. All right, so these two teams do play higher scoring games, guys. Hence why the over-under is set at 222.5, 223. All right. Now, we're just talking about how these two teams have really been just coming into this series. All right. In the last 10 games, which are mostly playoff games, the Knicks are 8-2. Well, actually, hold on. What I'll do is I give you this number because this is short and to the point for you guys. In the playoffs, okay, the Knicks are 6-2 straight up. Indiana's 4-4 straight up. Okay, so the Knicks have been really just running roughshod through the playoffs, guys. They only lost 1 game or 2 games in that last series, and they ain't lost near in this one. Okay, now the thing is, on the road, the Knicks this year are 25-19 straight up, whereas Indiana at home is 29-15 straight up. Okay, now as an away underdog, the Knicks are 13-14 as a home favorite. The Pacers are 21-11 straight up. Now, you look against the spread so far in the playoffs, both these teams are coming in here 4-4 against the spread. As a home favorite, the Pacers are 16-15-1 against the spread, and the Knicks as an away underdog are 13-13-1 against the spread. Like, there's no variance there, guys. There's really nothing you can see there besides this. There's going to be an evenly matched game. But let's look at the over-unders as well. As a home team, okay, the Pacers are 28-16. So 28 to the over, 16 to the under, whereas the Knicks are 24 to the over and 20 to the under. If you look at them in the underdog role, they're 17 to the over and 10 to the under. And while as the Pacers, as a favorite, home favorite, are 20 to the over and 12 to the under. Remember, they were one of the highest scoring teams for a long time in this season. Both teams are 6 to the over and 2 to the under throughout this playoffs. So they are leaning over games, guys, whether you're talking about who they're playing now or whether you're talking about who they were playing before. Okay, stat splits last 3 games. New York Knicks are averaging 123 points per game, giving up 117.7, whereas the Pacers are averaging 119.3 points per game and giving up 116.3 points per game. All right. Another fun fact that you definitely want to know is the fact that the Knicks have the number 3 offense in all of the postseason, whereas the Pacers got the number 1 offense in all of the postseason. Okay, but when you're talking about their defenses, as a defense, the Pacers are, out of all the teams that are left in the playoffs, wow, guys. Their defense ranks about middle of the pack. Okay. But the point is, all right, that looking at these two teams, understanding how they've been playing, knowing that the Pacers have lost each of their last 7 playoff games against Atlantic Division opponents. The Knicks have won 4 of their last 5 games as underdogs, and the underdogs have covered the spread in 7 of the Pacers' last 8 Eastern Conference semifinal games. All right, now the Pacers have failed to cover the spread in 5 of their last 6 playoff games against Atlantic Division opponents. But the Knicks have lost each of their last 9 Eastern Conference semifinals road games against Central Division opponents. The Pacers have won each of their last 8 games at Gameday Fieldhouse. The Pacers have covered the spread in each of their last 7 games as favorites following a loss. The Knicks have failed to cover the spread in 5 of their last 6 Eastern Conference semifinal road games. Each of the Pacers' last 7 home games have gone over the total points line. 10 of the Knicks' last 11 games have gone over the total points line, guys. Yeah, I like the team totals over here, guys. I like the Pacers over 113 points in this series. If you just look at how they played, like I said, even going back to what was that? Going all the way back to December of 2018 or something like that. Yeah, 2022, December 18th, 2022. All right, these two teams, the lowest they've scored is 105 to 109 and 109 to 106, guys. But this season, specifically on February 1st, it was 109 to 105, and that was in New York, and that was like the lowest score. It's usually 111. Pacers usually score about 117. Knicks lowest score, like I said, is 111, or they'll usually give you somewhere between 121, 119, 130 even against this team. They put numbers up, man. They put numbers up. So I expect the Knicks to score regardless of who's out there. And so I like the Knicks over the 106.5. I definitely still like the Pacers over the 113.5 because they've been able to score, but I'm stronger leaning towards the Knicks team total. I would also take the game total over the 222.5. I see there's a lot of ability there, guys. Then as far as the spread is concerned, man, look, the Pacers got to blow you out in order to cover. Okay, they just do. But the way they've been coming out there, I mean, yeah, OG being out really is gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. So I guess I would lean. I'm still leaning the Knicks, man. The Pacers got to show me that they want to do something. Jalen Brunson's been out there owning these guys, so I would lean the Knicks plus the points. Maybe buy a couple points, give the Knicks more points. But I'm definitely getting there on them overs. That's for darn sure. And I don't know, man. I hope all of this information helps y'all. Please have a blessed day. Stay safe. I'm see you at the window. Peace.